We were planning to have a meeting, but she cancelled on me the same day we were supposed to meet, saying that my manager told her he didn't want me doing a project because he wanted me to focus on my job. So just like that, my boss ruined a wonderful opportunity for me. Hello, I'm Winter Style. I'm a self-proclaimed writer. I've written A Wolf in the Palace and my bestseller Inquisitor Come Dumpster. A Slut for You book 1 of the Omega Project is coming out. Feel free to check it out. It's important to connect with people not only to make friends but to network as well. Since I was working at a company, I often found myself with a lot of time on my hands when the area was packed with customers. So I thought it made sense to use that time wisely and network with people in my organization. So I did just that. I found a job post on my company's career page, located the email for the hiring manager, and sent her a message asking to work on a realistic project related to that job post. I had absolutely no intention of applying for the job or asking her about future employment. My goal was simply to get a project I could show to future interviewers, to let them know I had some experience, if not formal experience. That's literally all I wanted. I didn't need drama, and I didn't need anyone telling me anything unnecessary. All I wanted was a project. Simple, right? I didn't realize how much nonsense and drama this hiring manager and my boss would actually put me through. Not only was all the communication between the hiring manager and me a waste of time, but it also made me apprehensive about contacting new people and networking. It's like this one bad experience traumatized me, and now I'll never look at talking to new people the same way again. I really liked talking to this hiring manager. I thought she understood how I wanted to achieve higher goals instead of working as a part-timer all my life and earning low wages. She was open to giving me a project, and I was so grateful because the last time I reached out to a hiring manager, they ignored my email completely. I thought she would too, but she didn't. She answered all my emails, even though they lacked a professional format. I appreciated that she didn't ignore me. But then she did something I considered a betrayal. She contacted my manager about how I wanted to work on a project in my personal time. Well, I think we all know how that went. That simple message created a tidal wave of annoyance for me. My manager called me in and told me the hiring manager had contacted him. He said I shouldn't reach out to other people and that it was embarrassing for him not to know about this personal project. Naturally, he didn't know because I didn't want him to. He's the same boss who told me to humble myself, so why would I want him to know I was trying to improve myself for a higher position beyond being a retail worker? And he told me all this right as I was about to leave for the day. You only tell your boss if you trust them to respect and support your career decisions. My boss doesn't make me feel either of those things. Heck, I don't even trust him. He persistently tries to throw me under the bus if it seems like something is his fault. He always blames me and tells me I need to improve, even when it was his mistake. He never owns up to anything, he just pushes his errors onto others. Not only that, he talks badly about me to other employees and makes me look rude or like there's something wrong with my behavior. I honestly can't trust him at all these days. I know he's even shady with company procedures and encourages others to break the rules just so he doesn't have to do the work. He acts like this and expects me to tell him everything I'm up to? No. Not happening. And this was my personal project, emphasis on the word personal. I didn't want anyone at work knowing what I was planning to do in my own time to elevate my standing in the organization. But thanks to my tattling hiring manager, whom I thought I could trust, all my hopes and dreams went out the window. We were planning a meeting, but she cancelled on me the same day, saying my manager told her he didn't want me doing the project because he wanted me to focus on my job. So my boss ruined a wonderful opportunity for me just like that, even though it wouldn't have cost him anything. He is persistently trying to sabotage my growth. This wasn't the first time he denied me opportunities that could elevate me to higher positions. And he does all this because he thinks I'm an inferior girl whom he graciously gave a job to, even though I had no prior experience. I know this because he reminds me every single time I make a mistake or don't seem friendly enough. The more he tries to restrict me, the more I want to leave this workplace. If I'm going to be treated like trash, then I'd rather be treated like trash with a $10,000 salary per month, thank you very much. The worst part? She didn't even ask me whether she could contact my manager. She just did it. After I explained what happened with my manager because of her in a passive-aggressive but well-written email, I thought I wouldn't hear from her again. Unfortunately, I did. She tried to explain in an email that it was necessary to contact my manager because she needed his permission to pay me for the work I'd done for the bank. At this point, I'm like, what the heck is she talking about? Where in my emails did I say I wanted to get paid for the time I worked on this project? I literally repeated the word personal project over and over again. Is she dense? How did she get her job as a manager when she's so incapable of understanding the words personal project? I told her I just needed something to impress future interviewers, something I could put on my LinkedIn. Naturally, the right thing for me to do was give up on this string of emails and hope she wouldn't contact me again. I sent her a polite email thanking her for everything she'd done, which was next to nothing, and calmly decided to stop caring. I had already made the bad decision to transfer my entire life savings into my brokerage account because I've lost all hope of escaping this poverty-stricken life. And my parents were driving me insane. I'll talk more about that in the next video. Here is a summary of A Slut for You, Book 1 of the Omega Project series. What do you do when you want to have a child with no dating hassle? First, sign up for the Omega Project. Second, organize a reunion party for your high school friends. Third, and most importantly, seduce that person you can't stop thinking about. Tags: MM, gay, BL, romance, friends to lovers.